Well, and so they would say, though, in response to the high circumcision rate in America, that yes, that's one of the factors, but we don't have the other factor, which is a high rate of concurrency in relation to reduced HIV transmission. Yeah, so that's the book passage at 7.
Please come.
We'll be there. Bring your son.
Able to be here. However, part of that is that we have a respectful dialogue. That's what we want. We want discussion, and I think that the guys that are coming tonight are, they're interesting enough to motivate you guys here. And so I think that there's a place for their voice, and there's a place for your voice, and I open it up to your participation in the event as a respectful attendee, similar to the other people that come to the event. Anything beyond that, any kind of disruption or interference with the event or anything like that, I'm going to have to take measures to take that out of the space.
Do you honestly make sense to you? Bay Area and I'm just curious. Or is it strictly male genital cutting that's is acceptable? This is just for me. I'm just curious. I'm very heavily involved with the
You've
group.
got 2 members filming this. Oh, we have press.
I'm not involved with them.
And I'm not really prepared to speak to book passage as far as our ideological position in this.
Right.
What I will tell you is that we are a forum for diverse ideas. We are a place where an expression in a society we see as positive messages that aren't necessarily in keeping with our own political ideology.
If anyone would mind, if we had a presence on the plaza or as opposed to the public sidewalk, I know this is private property.
This is private property, and it's a distinction that I'm glad you're aware of.
Yeah, I can't imagine the book passage would have a problem with people holding signs that weren't being disruptive, but I wasn't sure about the owners of the mall or...
Right. Well, I think that we are willing to play it kind of a little bit laissez-faire here, but with the understanding of your respectfulness and non-disruption. So that's what I can say is that the agreement is as contingent on your behavior.
So assuming that, we could stand with a sign without blocking anyone's way or doing anything disruptive. Outside.
I would prefer that you remain here. Let's keep it in the parking lot. I'm going to work on that. Okay.
At Book Passage, this is March 21st, and Daniel Halperin, as well as his co-author, a guy named Timberg, reporter of the Washington Post, will be here at Book Passage across the street, promoting their book.
So the Bay Area intactivists are here at the Book Passage in Corte Madera, California this evening, and we are protesting the outside of the appearance of Daniel Halperin and Craig Timberg, who are the authors of a recently released book called Tinderbox, which purports to demonstrate the connection between circumcision and the prevention of the transmission of HIV, at least in sub-Saharan Africa and at least between heterosexual couples. And so we're here to educate people about the realities of circumcision and to let the authors know what we think.
And that's the book right there?
And this is the book right here. I hate to advertise it, but that's it.
Okay.
Without the cover.
All right. Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah.
About the purported benefits of circumcision that have little or nothing to do with HIV. And so the book as a whole sort of, it seemed as though to me that they had an agenda, a pro-circumcision agenda, apart from the HIV issue. And I'm sort of curious about that. You know, they either stated explicitly themselves various claims that they know very well are controversial, and they did so without addressing the controversy, such as the claims that circumcision reduces rates of penile cancer, cervical cancer in women, urinary tract infections. And then, in addition to making statements like that, they also allowed various characters in the book to make statements that went unchallenged, such as that women enjoy having intercourse with circumcised men because the men can, so to speak, last longer, and things of that nature. And there were just so many of those things in the book that seemed unnecessary to their argument for circumcision in sub-Saharan Africa for heterosexual adult males as a means of lowering the rate of the transmission of HIV, that it made me curious as to what their stance is with respect to circumcision apart from the HIV issue.
Mr. Halperin, any thoughts on the protesters out here? What do you think about what they're saying?
I don't know. I haven't talked to them.
Well, they're against circumcision, so what do you think?
Well, you know what? Come in and I'm sure it'll come up in the discussion tonight. I think I'm a little late. I was supposed to get here at 6:30.
Okay, but no thoughts about what they're saying?
I think I support their rights to...
You're the guy with the Jewish perspective?
Huh?
You're the one with the Jewish perspective?
Yeah. I'm human perspective, but...
Inhumane perspective. Yeah.